I'm just recording now. I'm playing. This is a really old server that I'm actually really fond of. The first Anarchy server I've ever played is this server, and it's actually very, very active right now. Um, this is a different kind of video. I just wanted to talk about this server a little bit and maybe introduce some new players to it, because I think this server has a lot of... And for big base chords, sure. Um, but yeah, I'm just donating gear because I have so much armor on here. One of the cool things, so it's Anarchy, but there's no duplication glitches. So all of this is gotten legitimately. I want to keep Toph's heals and bra. But I'm just giving out armor to new players. But the server's actually like, it's been around for maybe 3-4 years at this point, because it came out in 2020. It's 2024 now, so yeah, it's I think around 4 years. The server has a lot of history. This is sure. We need SS. Mo, I am on my way. But it's just really interesting seeing all of this. Gotta put some stuff away. I have so much gear on me. Don't need that. Don't need that. It's probably fine. Okay. I think I'm going to make a script for this and just talk about it, my experience with this server, because this server has, honestly, just has so much to offer. It's just such a fun server. Like, there's no extra BS plugins, there's no, like, there's none of that. It's just vanilla. So, oh wait. I need fireworks. But there's someone who used to make videos on this server. Their name is Mace. And I'm just rewatching the videos and it really does bring me back. I feel like I'm having a nostalgia trip. Like, it's just such... I have such fond memories for this server. I remember, I have all the videos delisted, but I think I'll make a playlist with them, just so you can see. This is how I first started my channel. I made videos on here. This is my roots. So going back to it, it really just brings back a lot of really good memories, and not so good memories. I have my ups and downs on this server, but for the most part, I've had a lot of fun with this server. Mo, what are chords? Does the green text? It doesn't work anymore. You used to be able to have green text. That's unfortunate. Okay. It's this way. What's the last one? 293. Oh, I found him. Here you go, sir. Enjoy your loot. This is what I mean. It's so fun just gearing up new players. Before we try to kill them off because we didn't want new players on our server. And now that, I guess, I'll get into that. I really, like, this is just an unscripted part. I might upload 2 different videos. Oh, he fell down here. Oh, we used an ender pearl. But, the server also, so the only thing that the server has in terms of plugins that change the game are homes. So you get up to 5 homes, and you can teleport around the map. And since the world border is 32 million, like you can go out 32 mil, it makes it really easy for transportation. So you can have a base in the millions, like millions of blocks out, like I do, and you can teleport to spawn and give people stuff. Yes. But everything, so I really, like, I'll go around and show all my old homes, maybe talk about some old memories, try to find some old clips and chords, because there is just so much to this server. There's so much history. It seems like that's a nice quaint server, but it really is so much deeper than like what you're able to see right now. Like most people just log on and then log off again and never come back because there's not that many people playing anymore. Like the server used to have like a consistent like 50, honestly I'd say like 100 people. Like, but just in terms of like online player count, the player count would be anywhere between 20 to 40 people online like every single day. And there's probably like a good 100 people that consistently played the server and kept it alive. And sure, there's other people that didn't really play as much, but in terms of the main people who actually like did stuff on this server and made a name for themselves, like there's a lot. And this server really just encapsulates like that, I guess, like vanilla feel. I think most servers nowadays are just pay to win BS, like Vanilla Plus, for example. I don't know how that server's doing, but a lot of servers just aren't vanilla. This server is almost entirely vanilla. Sure, there's homes, but that's it. Like I think it's part of its identity, having homes. I'll go around in a second and show all the homes. But I remember the server wasn't doing so, like, the only reason, like, it's not because, oh, well, the server got boring. The server didn't get boring. The admins let the server get really glitchy and buggy. Like, regularly, I should have 30 MS on the server. My whole time, the majority of my time playing, I would get 30 MS. But now, it's 100. And it's not because the server changed. It's not because of anything like that. The server's still hosted in the same spot. It's because of the DDoS protection. And the server just, the admins, the people running it, they don't have enough money. They don't have enough money to run this whole server. And the DDoS protection, like they don't have enough money. Not that they don't have enough money to, I'm rambling on here. But yes, they do have enough money to fund the server. But they're funding it out of their own pockets. They're not making money on this server. So they kind of just let the server get really buggy. For a long time, there was a lot of glitches. And yeah, they've slowly started to fix them. Oh, that's nice. See, this is what I mean, this unmoderated Minecraft experience. But at the moment, the server isn't able to pay for good DDoS protection. So we all have 100 MS now, and that makes PvP really bad. But it's still playable. It's not a horrible experience. It's just worse. And for a lot of people, it's a it's a make or break kind of situation. Like if they don't have good ping, they don't have, like there's really no communication between the people that run the server, Ginjit and Master Luke. Master Luke is the admin, and Ginjit is like a developer. But those people, there isn't really any communication between the community, and I think that's one of the big factors and big reasons why so many people quit. Like, sure, there's a lot of Bedrock players. There's always been a big Bedrock population. Big Bedrock group of people playing. But a lot of the Java players have just left because, like, the admins have pretty much neglected the server. And I think that everyone watch this video should at least go on and experience some of it. Like, there isn't anyone PvPing. It's more quiet, but for like probably a year ago at this point, maybe even two, I ran this little town called Fort Noob, and it was such an amazing, like there'd be like 10 people there, and we were just building farms and building this little castle. All just me and a player, Elon Tusk. I haven't talked to him for so long, but we just built it together, and it's such a fun experience. Going to include some coordinates in the video for everyone to go and check out. So there's a lot of really cool monuments that you can see. So the Mullows Lava Cast, the original church base, the rest stop, some of the old spawn bases. Dude, I've made so many spawn bases on here. How many diamonds? Yeah, and that's another thing. There was actually, at one time, part of the neglect for the server, at one time there was actually a plugin, like this custom boss fight for Halloween in the end, but they coded it, they basically coded it wrong, and you could get unlimited dragon eggs. So I got around 14 of them. I only have 12 of them now, but it was such a janky and just like, oh well, we don't really care. Like, we kind of care, but they didn't really go the full way, and they put more effort into resources into PE. So there's two servers, 2b2tBE and PE. So we're playing on Bedrock Edition, the Crossplay server, the BE, and then PE for Pocket Edition. That server is like actually so busted up, but so many more people play it. So I think if they wanted to bring the server back and potentially start making actual money from it, they could introduce some sort of cosmetic rank. You could have your name highlighted on the tab list, something cool like that. Or in chat, you could have a custom name or get custom colors, something, just to monetize the server enough for them to be able to afford it. But also doing that, having them link over, they would have enough players for both of the servers. And at one point they actually did that because PE was down, so they reworked all the PE players into the BE players, and it was so much fun. There was at least 80 people on the server, and the server could handle it too. But there's just been a lot of neglect and just lack of care from the people that run the server. So it's really unfortunate to see that a lot of the old players that would play every single day are gone. But the server just had such a tight-knit community. I've been rambling on here for 12 minutes. This is... I think I'm going to do this, and I'll upload one video, just the rambling on, and then I'll upload another scripted, more formal, just so I can get all my ideas out on paper. Before I do anything, I want to show you... So see, I have 5 homes. I want to show you some of the bases and stuff that's been created. Legion. And this is fully by Bedrock players. So you can tell by the little dot in front of their name. That's how you tell they're Bedrock. So if they have a dot in front of their name, they're Bedrock. If they don't, they're Java. So it's really cool. So you can play with someone who's on their computer, and someone who's on their phone can play together on completely different versions, Bedrock and Java. So it's really cool. And that's one of the important parts of the server, because I remember so many people would just play on their phone, but they accomplished so much. Like, this base was completely... I'll fly over in a second, but this base here, Legion, was completely built by Bedrock players who were playing on their phones and their old laptops, but they made such an incredible base. And like, look at this. This is all survival. They all mined all of these blocks. They designed it themselves. There's no schematics used here. This is fully designed by Bedrock players. And I didn't have any hand in constructing this. I got to go to this after it was built, but they started working on this. They didn't finish it. They didn't finish any of this, but there's still a little bit of activity. But I just mean, like, there's so much care and thought and creativity that people have really just poured into this server, just for the server admins, for Genji to Master Luke to just like completely neglect it. Like, this is such such a beautiful and creative base. Oh, there's nothing in there. Right here. Like, every single building has stuff inside of it. Like, this is really, really cool. I've explored this so many times, but I don't think I've ever recorded this. And I want to make sure that this actually gets some sort of documentation, so I can go back in a few years, maybe even a decade from now, and be able to see this. Look at that, there's a wool farm. There's a wool farm down there. Once gift is complete, fill out a sign with your name. Look at that, they have little Christmas things set up. Hi, kitty. And over here, there's an industrial area. I gotta make sure I don't keep this too long. I'm running low on storage space. I just have so many recordings that sometimes it crashes on me. Run out of storage, but I uninstalled a bunch of games, so I should have more storage. Like, look at how cool this is. They have a canal. Like, if I told you this was made on an anarchy server where anyone can just do whatever they want, if someone decided, yeah, I'm gonna nuke this, they could nuke it. Like, this whole team of people were able to put this together, and anyone who has found it, if anyone has decided to leave it alone. Because I got the coordinates from one of the group members, and they trusted me, and they let me come here. And it's just such... I didn't even know they had a bee farm. Like, it's just such an expansive base. Like, you would not expect this when you join a server and there's only a few people online. Like, I really do think that this server has a future if the admins start caring more. Like, and even if this server doesn't blow up, and that's not what I think. I think part of the appeal is it's smaller, it's more of a tight-knit community, but it'd be really cool to see some of the old players back online again. Like, there's so much, just so much to this base. Like, look at that. Look how amazing that is. I don't think you'd ever find something like this on a server like Vanilla Plus or Mine Rival or Donut SMP. Like, they have an elevator here with Jeopardy. I don't know if the Jeopardy thing... Oh, it does still work. Like, look at that. Elevator takes a long time, but I just wanted to show it off. Like, it's such a impressive feat. I press it up and look at that. Oh no. That's not good. But jeez. Yeah, I'm not sure why that happened. That usually does not happen whenever I've used that before. But I'd like to show you inside this main kind of cathedral area. See, people join and leave. Before, there's so much, bro. There's actually a lot of activity. But this is the main little cathedral area. 2 years. 2023. The beginning of 2023. 2022. This base has been here for a long time. I remember the first base they built, and I remember being there for when it got raided. Because they build so close to spawn, but they're able to keep it hidden well enough. God, almost 20 minutes just rambling on. There's so much I could talk about, and this is just one of the little areas. Yeah, there's nothing too impressive. There's some armor, but in here there's tons of blocks. There's like the mother lode. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. Look how much sand that is. All that. But yeah, this is a very big group. I think they have it here. Yeah, current active members. Look how many people. I had an Epoxy. He hasn't even joined this server. I added him there, and added myself in, but because of the neglect from the admins, it's just gone unnoticed, because everyone decided to pack their bags and find a new server. Like, back in the heydays, they would have instantly noticed this, and it would have freaked them right out. Let's see, what's at the end of this page? Why are you here? Oh my god. Okay. Your name of this book. It means you're subjected to give one kid away to Imperium. Like... Oh, I can double click. I forgot about that. Current active members. Like, see, this group of people online were able to come together and build just an actually incredible base. And a lot of this, actually no, not a lot of this, almost everything that happened on this server was throughout the pandemic. And I get, as the pandemic started to slow down, not as many people would be playing, but I think there's a lot of different factors that go into why the server kind of started to fizzle out. Like, but it hasn't completely fizzled out. Like, there's still merit to the server. It's still kicking. It could be kicking even harder if there was more effort and care put into it. And this is a journal entry. Really the best Legion clan? I mean, it's the best looking, but sometimes when you grow so big, you can lose some of the benefits. Happy our clan is... It's 50 pages full of logs. Like, this is... I didn't even know... Like, I've had access to this base for almost a year now, and I've explored it, gone through it. Like, there's so much to it. Like a little disco floor. That's great. All the music discs. Throw that in there. Don't want to listen to a music disc right now. See if we can grab some food. There we go. Cooked cod. And I've been rambling on for so long, but this is more of a personal documentation. Uploading this isn't going to be, oh, I want to get this many views, I want to get this many views. It's more of just sharing, like, what this server has to offer. And I ran so many groups on here. I had so many group bases. This is one of them. But they all just fizzled out. But all ties back to the one reason why all of it fizzled out. Like, look how cool this is. I had no idea this even existed. Like, you could even farm turtle helmets until one of my teammates made it. Like, I remember making this. I made that one, made this, and it just... There's a raid farm and ocean monument over here. Like, we had such ambitious plans for the base. But... just fizzled out. But I don't know. I don't like saying fizzled out, because it's like implying that, oh, the server's dead. The server is by no means dead. It's just not as active as it used to be. Maybe I'm just inhaling copium right now. I remember making this too. Formerly awesome. Kiza, all the people. Stack of anvils. Look. There's, oh yeah, down there. That goes really far, but there's a, I think it's a triple spawner. And this massive, actually massive, gigantic super smelter. This used to be a chest room, but it all got packed up because of some base drama, but nothing ever happened. We have a trading hall, and it goes even deeper. There's another trading hall back here. I really do like the aesthetic of this base. I don't think I've ever seen this used before. When I was like just exploring and experimenting, and I like the way that it turned out. Yeah, overall, very, very cool base. Here, maybe I'll go down and actually show you the spawner, just in case this ever does get griefed. I'd like to actually have it on recording that it existed. Remember the new rest stop? Peters farm. There's a player that just ran this massive, actually really cool farm for new players. And everyone would just be peaceful. And everyone would replant. Geared players, even people that had like, even people that didn't like each other would just put their differences aside at Peters farm. And get along. This thing's actually, what the hell? Diamond horse armor. Copper. Yeah, this server has a lot. And one thing I like about it, that everything that's been created has been by players. I think it'd be cool to make a history video going over like the history of everything from the beginning of it to like recently. I was gonna say end, but this server, that's another thing I don't get. Like, why would they keep the server open if they don't care about it? So I don't think they completely have just abandoned it and they don't care at all about this server anymore. But I think that they've just, I don't even know. Like, I don't even want to, I don't want to put words into their mouth. Like, maybe I could get them, I'd reach out to them and get them to say something just about the current state of the server. Said server. I should get a server counter. How many times I've said server? Like, /home. Let's go to the Enderman farm. Hopefully it's not grafed. Like, it's anarchy. It's like 2b2t, but think 2b2t, but when it's older, when it had like 20 to 40 players on, maybe like 2013 2b2t. If any of you watching are familiar with that, I remember the FitMC phase. God, like, it's not like the rates on the server are bad. Like, it is still kicking. So yeah, I built this. Dude, I made so many kits. I made so many kits on here just using this Enderman farm. I was actually like industrial sized kit making. The next, after I show you, then I'll go home to my main base, Serbia. This base is in the millions. There's an elytra glitch that you could just fly with it using a hacked client, so I flew out really far. See, I have bases everywhere. Like, I have beacons everywhere. This little watermelon farm of this guy, Tom. Hi, Tom. This whole design. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I copied that. But it still looks really cool. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I designed that. I designed the other one with Deep Slate, but the villagers over there was not my design. It was a YouTube video. I still built it all and put it all together. That's like trying to take, what's the word? I don't even know what I'm saying. Actually, I know what I'm saying. It's like trying to I honestly, I just brain farted out on me. I cannot remember what I was saying for the life of me. But yeah, this base was completely solo. I made this all myself. Some map art. That's the base before. It's probably like earlier. Then I added on some more. But I had such huge plans. I wanted to build a whole city. Mewtwo map art. The Zapdos. Breaking Bad. So many. Look at all those villagers. Zombie to cure them. Then all the book villagers at the front. I made a whole, like, I flattened this whole area out. I made this artificial forest that looks really cool. And I have little houses over here with a storage thing. I think if, when I honestly, I think I'm gonna start I want to build something here. Build more. All of these were just, I took them from a YouTube video. Same with this house. Same with the storage house. This was supposed to be in 2023. November, no. November of 2022. Think of that. 2022. I was building a Flanders Field memorial. I was gonna have a some sort of statue here. Didn't end up finishing that. Then I quit halfway through 2023. Deleted the server. Didn't want anything. I think that's when most people were finally just cutting their ties. Even though slowly they started fizzling out already, most people just like, you know what? It's not worth it. Like, why even care? But lots of netherite. And then my ender chest. I like to document this as well. All this netherite. None of it is duped. Dragon eggs. That's another thing. Dragon eggs. You're probably wondering, why do I have a dragon egg? Well, I guess earlier in the server's lifespan, they made this custom end fight. It's supposed to be a fun little event for Halloween. And there was different types of bosses with different phases, custom attacks and abilities, all really cool stuff. And they kind of messed up the code, though, and broke it, and it never worked how it was supposed to. So the dragon egg would actually spawn in again. So a bunch of people, including I was dominating. Because they had fly hacks enabled. I would there's fly hack PvP. It's normal now for the most part. It's crystal. There were so many fights. Maybe I'll link one if Hot to Bloom still has his channel up. I think he posted one of the fights where he just destroyed me. But I killed him so many times there. I swear. Hot to Bloom was the biggest kit farm. Okay, so all this, but yeah, that's why I have 9 dragon eggs. I've given some of them away. Elytras, then relics. This is all named stuff from people, so named books, armor, elytras, tools, swords, valuables. Oh my god, Texas kit. I remember I'd make these kits, I'd name them, I'd have them absolutely loaded with so much unnecessary stuff. Like, who's gonna wear a turtle helmet? I know I did. But tried in all of it. Very, very cool. And the Nike kit. This was actually the first kit that I ever made. This Nike knife was the first netherite sword I ever had on this server, and I still have it with me. First ever sword. And I made that while I was actually Bedrock, so I started playing on an account called Reckless Penny, changed the name to Samit Man. And then I moved over to Java. And I don't know why I said that. Then I moved over to Java. I don't know why I said that so strange. I think that was 2020 that this sword is made in 2020. I think I have footage of it too. I have to bring that up, but I killed so many people with it. And this is my probably most prized possession I have on here. It has so many good memories. All of these, the Nike wings, Nike, all of that. All grinded so hard for it. And I had no villagers, so I traded for the books. And the other parts of it. Banner shields. Banner shields were disabled, so eventually there was like a day where you could make them. And they became really, a really valuable and prized possession that a lot of people would try to get. What is this? Oh, the custom characters one. I can't read any of this. Very fascinating. Some map art in there. E-gaps too, yeah, this server, it doesn't have it enabled anymore, but you could actually make enchanted golden apples using 8 gold blocks and 1 apple. You can make an enchanted golden apple, just like how it was before Minecraft disabled it. And that was the meta for a long time, just chug e-gaps. And because of some strange plugin, if you had netherite armor on, I think it was, yeah, so it was Bedrock PvP for a while, so there was no hit cooldown. That's for the majority of the It's the heydays. But since there was no hit cooldown, you could just go with kill aura. It's like 1.8, but since it was like 1.8, the E-gaps, I guess they used to plug in to make it like 1.8 for Bedrock players to play. The E-gaps would actually make you invincible. They'd give you 2 hearts, and if you had netherite armor on, or diamond armor with protection 4, you would not die. You could sit there and just spam your kill aura. The other stuff. So many ender chests. Drakish Lion's Trident. All this. Maybe I'll go through some of the shulkers. The video's dragging on for so long. Hod's point of entry. There's a lot of edgy, yeah, a lot of edgy, kind of brainless sword names, but I collect them. Yeah. So many old swords. Killora. Machete to Netherati. The Spaniards. Oh, here it is. This book is really cool. It has an actually red name. I have no idea how they did that. Yeah, a lot of pretty bad sword names, but I'd collect them because it was like a valued thing. So you'd collect the swords of people that you'd kill, and then other people would pay you enchanted golden apples to actually buy the swords off you. Some of them I'd keep for myself, but at one point I actually crown base, yes, had this really cool island base that I made during the summer, and I had a museum underneath it that had all these items, all the like map art and swords and stuff. But yeah, I think this is gonna be the first part. Maybe I'll make some more videos on here. This is just me rambling, but I think that everyone watching this should at least try to go on and play it. I'm going to make a playlist with all the unlisted videos that I had on here, and just so everyone can see. Yeah. If you enjoyed watching this video like a trooper, you watched all the way through it, almost 40 minutes now in OBS. Just thank you. And yeah, I think that everyone can really find value out of this server if you just give it a chance. So you look at that. I don't even know what language that is. Oh, he said go spawn. Maybe we'll get in some PvP action. Have end crystals, some totems. Watch this. If I actually get to PvP, old time's sake. Is there anyone here? He said go spawn. Hopefully me making this, if you actually used to play BE, you have old screenshots you want me to include in the video, like the scripted video. Oh, I'll protect you. Just hit me up, and I will include those screenshots of any original. It doesn't even have to be like old screenshots. They can be new. They can just anything. Look at that. Funny new player. Like, one of the coolest things about this server, like, you could connect from anywhere. You could, there's this cool thing that you could do on Xbox. So, you know, regularly on console, you can't actually connect to the custom servers. But there's this glitch, I guess, kind of glitch that you could do. Not a glitch, but you connect to this IP address, and it allows you to join custom servers. So I'd play this server on my Xbox, then you could play on anything. You want to play on your phone? You want to play on your laptop? You can. Like, there really like isn't any barrier to entry. Does this guy want some loot? Yeah. Yeah. So, I'm actually gonna... Jesus, 40 minutes now. I've been rambling for so long. But, yeah. I'm actually gonna conclude this. If anyone is interested, I'll have the IP in the description, just for you to go and check it out. And as some of the old videos, I'll make a playlist with old videos from here. You can actually see the evolution of the spawn highways, evolution of spawn. For the longest time, spawn was actually like this enclosed little area, like that did not look like this. Like someone farmed so much gunpowder and blew up everything. End crystals down there. There's so much back and forth between end crystal PvP and then the 1.8 PvP. Yo. What the hell? Maybe that, I'll give that to the guy up here. And that's another thing, like there isn't really any like fear of the loot. Because everyone, most of the established players have been playing for so long. Hey, come here. Look at that. Enjoy. See, look, I just made this guy's day. Look at that. Very wholesome to see. The eyed spoon. What are you doing? Look at that. There was totems in there, I think, so. But I'm sure that... Oh! I have so much. I need to start writing this down so I can have an actually, like professionally edited, produced video. Just, I guess, a more formal video where I can have it scripted and just really get out all of my thoughts. Because in this kind of format where I'm just rambling on, it's kind of hard to be coherent all of the time. But another thing too, a lot of the new players, like, they'll just take the loot that you give them and they'll just log off forever, never come back. Yeah. So, third time trying to conclude this. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm like one of those, I'm like a grandma that just keeps yabbering on a phone call, and then it just goes on and on. Maybe not a grandma, but like a family member that just keeps going. So, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. You want to play the server? Play.2b2tBE. I'll show everyone. Play.2b2t.be. Thank you again for everyone for watching, and I hope that you all have a very good day. Goodbye.